Hello guys, my name is Fanny and in this video I want to talk to you about communication problems. And when you're an English teacher working abroad, or even if you've travelled, you do know that there are often communication problems. And from my experience as a teacher, I think these problems often arise because people try and translate their mother tongue into English. And my main piece of advice as a teacher to you is don't do that. Don't try and translate. Because every language has their own words and expressions, you know, and I know that when you're not that fluent, it's reassuring to use your own language and translate it. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. And so for example, let's just take an example. I taught English in France for a few years. And French has a lot of expressions. And we, for example, say to get a blue. So that's the expression in French, avoir un bleu. And that means to get bruised. Okay, so a bruise in French is literally a blue. So, but you can't say, I got a blue. If you say, I got a blue, you're actually translating the exact words from French into English, and I'm not going to understand what you mean. And I've had people say that. I've had someone one day say, oh, I got a blue, and I obviously didn't know what that meant. So, and that is something that you should avoid doing, okay? And I got a story about that, for example. I was correcting an essay once because I worked in a high school, and this student had written, an essay in English. I think she was describing a holiday or something. And at some point I can read, oh, on the last day I was so sad because I was walking in the garden and suddenly I fell and broke my face. And it honestly took me a good 10 minutes to understand what she meant. And it's actually because there's an expression in French, se casser la figure, which is literally to break your face, and it means to hurt yourself. And so she wanted to say, I was walking in the garden, suddenly I fell and hurt myself. But she translated French into English, thinking, and I guess, we all think that. We all think, oh, my language is the reference, it's the standard, and every other language imitates mine, and just, I can simply translate. But unfortunately, you can't. So as a teacher, again, with years of experience, please don't try and do that. Don't translate your mother tongue. You just have to learn as much as you can, watch films, read books, try and understand how people talk in English, the expressions that they use, remember them and use them. But don't translate your mother tongue into English, okay? I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please show us your support. Click like, subscribe to the channel, put your comments below and share with your friends. See you!